The movie opens in Kenya, where a helicopter suddenly crashes, sending locals running in panic. A team of US soldiers rushes in to help them evacuate and take cover. They position themselves to fight back, but the enemy's weapon is far more advanced. It vaporizes several soldiers the instant they're hit. As the team fights desperately, their leader witnesses a massive explosion that blasts him off his feet and knocks him unconscious. When he wakes up, he finds himself locked inside a damaged police station, completely disoriented. He has no memory of who he is, how he got there, or even his own name. His arm is injured, the building is half destroyed, and the lights flicker on and off. While inspecting the cell, he notices a loose brick in the wall, pries it open, and peeks outside, only to see chaos everywhere. He starts yelling for help, but a voice from the next cell warns him to keep quiet, or they'll both be killed.
You need to be quiet.
What are we doing here?
Shut up, you get us killed.
The voice belongs to Nadia, a French doctor who used to work at a local aid hospital before it was destroyed. She tells him they're in a town called Nairobi, Kenya.
Where's Nairobi?
Is that a real question? The capital of Kenya, East Africa. Sound American.
Yeah,
You're not sure?
I'm confused.
What's your name?
I don't know.
The man who locked you up probably beat you unconscious.
Suddenly, loud thumping footsteps shake the building, and sparks shoot out from the electrical outlets.
What the hell was that?
Don't remember the invasion?
Who's invading?
Not who. What?
Nadia explains that Earth has been invaded by machine-like aliens. Moments later, the soldier hears voices outside and shouts for help again. Nadia begs him to stop,
Don't do that. Men are worse than machines.
but he doesn't listen. Nadia quickly hides a shard of broken glass as the armed thugs storm in, dragging a hostage whom they brutally kill on the spot. Their leader interrogates Nadia, asking who she works for, but she can't understand his language.
I don't speak Kikuyu.
Wants to know who you work for and why you're locked up.
To everyone's surprise, the soldier replies fluently, and the leader realizes he's American.
Oyo, Newakwa. Oyo Newakwa.
Sensing he might be valuable, they decide to take him. As soon as they unlock his cell, the soldier attacks, fighting the thugs hand to hand until he and one of them crash through a window. Inside, the leader and another man enter Nadia's cell to assault her, but she fights back, stabbing the leader with the broken glass, then grabbing his gun and shooting the second thug. When her weapon runs dry, she smashes a brick over the leader's head and finishes him off. Outside, the soldier manages to shoot one thug and wrestles another who tries to tase him. Strangely, he grabs the taser's live end without being harmed, channeling the electricity back and electrocuting the attacker. As he tries to make sense of what just happened, the towering alien robot that caused the earlier tremors appears. He runs and hides in a wrecked car, but the robot scans him and mysteriously leaves him unharmed. He returns to the station and finds that Nadia has already taken care of the rest. She's surprised he came back for her.
Came back for me?
Yeah, of course.
Since he still can't remember his name, she notices the letters B.O. on his sleeve and decides to call him that.
We'll call you Bo.
After patching his wound and collecting weapons from the fallen thugs, Bo and Nadia head out together in search of safety. Outside, Bo wants to head for the nearest US base. He thinks they'll find help there. He argues they should avoid crowds and travel in the open because the aliens are hunting humans, especially in groups. Nadia, however, believes that's too dangerous. She expects the base will be nothing but dead bodies. Bo insists there must still be people hiding in bunkers and trying to communicate with the Pentagon. Nadia then drops the bomb. All satellites were destroyed 8 days ago, and the Pentagon is gone. Despite the grim news, Bo is determined to act and fight for whatever's left, and Nadia reluctantly agrees to come with him. They find a working car. Bo fixes the tires while Nadia scavenges food and water from abandoned vehicles. Bo gets flashes of the battle he fought before losing his memory, but the images don't make sense. While they drive, Bo loads his gun and asks how Nadia handles firearms so well. She says she was a medic in the French army, and sometimes medics have to drop the needle and pick up a rifle. Suddenly, bullets tear into the car, and they veer off the road. Soldiers surround them, the Kenyan army. With their hands up, Nadia speaks Swahili and claims she's a foreign aid doctor who needs safe passage. She lies that Bo is a US soldier escorting her. To their surprise, Bo speaks the local language and tells the commander to stand down. The commander says the US military no longer exists, but will let them pass in exchange for water. Nadia agrees to share, but one soldier spots a symbol on Bo's arm and shouts that he's from the dish. Bo disarms one of them, guns down the attackers, and spares only the commander and a female soldier. He forces the woman to drop her weapon and demands to know about the tattoo. The commander explains there's a heavily guarded American radar station near the western border with the same symbol. He also says people suspect the alien machines are US made because the satellite dishes at that radar station are the only things left standing. The female soldier lunges at Bo, but he overpowers her without firing. Another memory flash hits him. Bo and Nadia take the soldier's jeep and continue toward the radar station. As they drive, Nadia notes that Bo must have been in the special forces because of his superior fighting skills and ability to speak many languages. Bo removes his bandage and notices his wound forms an arrow pointing toward the dish. He argues that heading to the station is the right move. Nadia protests. What if the Kenyan soldiers are right and the Americans there are involved? Bo's answer is blunt. They'll deal with and eliminate anyone who stands in their way. Later, they spot a warning sign about landmines ahead, forcing them to detour through an abandoned town. As they drive in, they find the road covered with loose electrical cables sparking dangerously. While they're deciding what to do, an alien robot appears behind them. With no choice left, they gun the jeep forward through the cables as the robot chases and opens fire. The vehicle breaks down, so they abandon it and flee on foot. Hiding behind debris, they suddenly hear a child scream. A little girl and her father are being hunted by the robot. They watch helplessly as the machine kills the man in front of his daughter. Nadia fires her gun to distract it, but it's too late. The girl is also targeted. The robot scans the area, including Bo and Nadia's position, but again moves on without attacking.
We couldn't help them.
That night, they make camp. Bo cracks a few lighthearted jokes to lift the heavy mood, and Nadia quietly shares that she lost her entire family when the aliens first struck. Their conversation is cut short as a fleet of fighter jets roars across the night sky, a hopeful sign that humanity is still fighting back. At dawn, they continue on foot, walking miles through a landscape that shifts between breathtaking scenery and scenes of utter destruction. Then they hear a voice speaking English. Thinking it might be survivors, they investigate, but it turns out to be a recording. Before they can react, armed locals emerge from hiding and surround them. Bo and Nadia are forced to surrender their weapons. The locals take them to a ruined building and chain them to a wrecked car. Soon after, two men on motorbikes ride past, luring an alien robot straight toward them. The locals' plan becomes clear. Bo and Nadia are bait. The robot scans Bo, but again doesn't attack him. The locals spring their trap, detonating a mine beneath the robot and unloading a barrage of gunfire. It barely flinches. They throw a chain around it and finally manage to bring it down with an electrical surge. But moments later, more robots arrive, cutting down most of the fighters in seconds. Amid the chaos, Bo painfully frees himself from the chains and helps Nadia escape. They hide until the surviving robots chase after a fleeing biker, giving them a narrow window to get away. When the coast is clear, they continue their journey. Crossing a bridge, they nearly open fire at what looks like a sniper's scope, but it turns out to be a camera lens reflecting sunlight. It belongs to a wounded photojournalist named Stander. Seeing his condition, Nadia rushes to help, but he refuses, saying the wound is fatal and he's already dying. Stander tells them he has documented everything since the invasion began. The alien ships, the attacks, even child soldiers fighting back. He shows them haunting photos, including one of a boy standing alone against an alien robot, saying his images are proof that humanity hasn't given up.
A child facing down a giant. This is it. This is the human spirit. Tomorrow, this picture could rally the resistance. That's why it has to live on.
A distant explosion shakes the area, and they rush into an abandoned building for shelter. Inside, Stander notices the symbol on Bo's arm and recognizes it. He's seen it at a radar station in one of his photos. He shows Bo the image and offers to trade. He'll give them the camera, which might help locate the station, in exchange for a bullet to end his pain.
I took pictures all the way from there to here, sir. If you were a clever little soldier, you could work out where I took each picture and backtrack your way there. Like digital breadcrumbs.
Bo refuses, haunted by flashes of a dying man from his past.
I've seen soldiers bleed out in the field for days. It's not gonna happen. Now you want my camera. I want to give it to you. You can either pry out my hands and me off, or you can honor a dying man's last request. I know she won't too. She's a doctor. She's taken a bloody oath. But you're a trained soldier. You only kill people who want to live.
Desperate, Stander starts shouting and throwing things, trying to draw the aliens to them. With no other choice, Nadia reluctantly ends his suffering by strangling him. After their ordeal, Bo and Nadia continue down the road, using Stander's photographs as a guide to locate the radar station.
He took the picture standing right here.
As they trek for miles, Bo keeps experiencing random flashes of memory that still make no sense. When they reach another deserted town, the camera battery dies, forcing them to steal another car to keep going.
This is an awesome car. It's an American car.
Doesn't look like it'll run.
She'll run.
After hours of driving, they hear strange noises coming from the car's radio. Curious, they pull over to investigate. Nearby, they find a destroyed robot, their first sign that the machines can actually be defeated. Bo remarks that there must be a weakness somewhere, a way to fight back and eliminate them all. Suddenly, they hear heavy stomping and see a massive dust storm closing in. They rush back into the car and speed off as hundreds of robots emerge behind them, firing wildly. In a desperate escape attempt, they abandon the car and hide inside an abandoned house, crouching in the basement as the robots march overhead. In the tense silence, fear gives way to a brief moment of closeness between them, but it doesn't last. The ground begins to shake, and the house is torn apart as a massive alien ship appears above them, sucking everything upward. Bo and Nadia are pulled into the air, but when the ship scans Bo, it suddenly releases him and takes Nadia instead. He falls hard to the ground and loses consciousness. When Bo wakes up, his leg is impaled by a wooden shard. Gritting his teeth, he removes it, wraps the wound, and fashions a walking stick. Limping and weak, he continues his journey alone until he finally reaches the radar station. But what he finds crushes him. The base lies in ruins, the equipment destroyed, and the place deserted. Only a fresh graffiti mark on a wall suggests anyone has been there recently. Following the clue, Bo heads to a nearby abandoned town to find whoever left it. Upon reaching the town, he collapses against a wall to rest. Then he spots a group of locals being chased by a robot. To his shock, they use a strange device to disable it instantly. Before he can react, several other robots of different models appear and surround him. They scan Bo for a few tense seconds, then inexplicably turn and leave. The incident triggers another buried memory. He recalls firing a rocket at a robot, then trying to save a dying comrade who begged him to end his suffering. The flashback overwhelms him, and he faints. When Bo regains consciousness, he's in a shelter run by survivors. A doctor is treating his injured leg. His rescuers, Kara and Juma, approach and introduce themselves. They listen as Bo recounts everything, how the alien ship took Nadia and left him behind. Juma gently tells him that finding her is impossible. No one ever returns from the ships. Kara, however, is puzzled as to why the alien spared him. Sensing something strange, Juma and Kara take Bo to meet an engineer named Roderick. Roderick explains that he's been building EMP devices capable of disabling the robots. He shows Bo a massive prototype designed to detonate beneath one of the alien ships, a blast powerful enough to shut down all machines at once. The only problem is getting close to the ship, since it only appears where there's a large concentration of humans to capture. When Kara mentions that Bo wasn't taken by the ship, Roderick is visibly shocked. Moments later, a guard radios in and informs them that hundreds of robots are closing in on their position. The survivors panic, wondering how the machines found them. Bo's eyes fall on the robot sketches on Roderick's wall, and his memory snaps into focus. He remembers being captured by a robot, cables forced into his mouth as a tracker was implanted in his spine. Before passing out, he drew an arrow on his arm as a clue. Realizing the truth, Bo confesses that he's the reason the robots found them. The machines use implanted trackers to follow survivors back to their hideouts, and he's one of the tagged hosts. The revelation enrages Kara, who points her gun at him, ready to kill him to protect her people. But Juma steps in, insisting that the damage is already done, and that killing Bo won't change anything. Bo, racked with guilt, proposes a desperate plan to use himself as bait to lure the alien ship in and give Roderick the perfect chance to detonate his EMP device. The group quickly forms a plan to locate the alien ship's next abduction site. Bo insists they should try to rescue the people already taken, but Roderick explains that their priority is to protect those still on the ground. With other countries already fallen, it's up to them now. Soon, everyone begins evacuating the shelter and gearing up for battle. Bo notices a woman who looks strikingly like Nadia, but when she turns, he realizes it's someone else. Before they leave, Roderick explains how to operate the EMP device, stressing that it's their only shot at stopping the robots. Armed and ready, the team sets out with the device. The roads are eerily quiet as they move cautiously through the ruins. Suddenly, they trigger a hidden bomb. The blast kills several of their teammates instantly. The survivors press on and soon spot the spaceship heading in the opposite direction. To intercept it, they decide to take the tunnels. Inside, they move carefully, but are soon ambushed by a large robot. 2 team members are killed, but the rest manage to escape. As they continue deeper, a smaller robot appears and opens fire, wounding Kara. They destroy it, but more robots are closing in. Realizing she won't survive, Kara orders the others to leave her behind. She takes Roderick's grenades and stays to hold off the advancing robots. As the rest flee with the EMP device, Kara detonates the grenades, creating a massive explosion that buys them time. Meanwhile, Bo and Roderick finally locate a large crowd of captives surrounded by robots, with a massive alien ship hovering above them. Their plan is to take out one of the robots to give the people a chance to escape. Bo grabs a grenade from Roderick and approaches a robot. It scans him but doesn't fire, giving him a brief opening to throw the grenade. The explosion destroys the robot, and chaos erupts as the captives begin to flee. The remaining robots open fire while Roderick and his team push the EMP device forward. One by one, the others are killed until only Roderick remains, dragging the device on his own. Roderick starts activating the EMP, but the battery is damaged. As he struggles to repair it, a robot detects the device as a threat and prepares to attack. Bo throws a rock to distract it, drawing its attention. Seeing this, the crowd fights back, grabbing whatever weapons they can and attacking the robot until it collapses. In that moment, Bo remembers that the tracker implanted in his body can conduct electricity. Determined to finish the mission, he places one hand on the fallen robot and the other on the EMP device. Electricity surges through his body as he channels power into the machine. The EMP activates, releasing a massive shockwave that disables all the robots in the area. The alien ship crashes and explodes in a fiery blast. Bo collapses from exhaustion and drifts into unconsciousness. In his mind, he sees flashes of his time with Nadia, their journey, their bond, their fight to survive. When he wakes up, Roderick is beside him, smiling and telling him the plan worked. The robots are gone. Bo says he now remembers everything. They help him to his feet and ask for his real name. Bo pauses for a moment, then smiles and says,
I'm going with Bo.